YouTube vertical viewers going here. I switched back to the follower overlay thing, so we'll see if that gets more engagement. TikTok's been a little bit quieter than what we like of late. Oh, USAA Stadium. Hey, we got that going for us. Return home, I go back, touch your grandma every day, and she's always like, I wish you were back here, please come back. Last weekend, we had a birthday party for my son and my grandma. Son turned 8, my grandmother turned 96. She's still pretty good, kind of gets around a little bit slower, I feel like, every time I see her. And I feel like she's still there pretty well. My mom thinks that she may have, Alzheimer's or something coming in, but for the most part she's still very lucid, so I think it's great that you get to spend a lot of quality time with your grandma, and if you get to spend more time with her, that's great too. Hey Pink Diamond, how's it going? Welcome into the TikTok chat. We're gonna do 90 minutes. Let me start the timer right now, and everybody that follows adds a minute to stream, so we'll try to get all the followers we can in here, and if it's just a quiet night, it's okay. 95. Oh, okay. So yeah, they probably would have a lot to talk about. I mean, they've seen a lot come and go over the years from having that much life experience. Gonna streak out to the outside. Let's see. We got Austin, Byron. Was it Slept Away? And Britt all coming in on TikTok. How are you guys? Yeah, it's really lucky to have them still around. My grandfather passed. I forget the exact year, but I think he passed about a decade ago, roughly. So I know, she misses him, but she's done well to adjust to life without him. A lot of times people lose their significant other and they don't do so well with not having them around anymore, but she's done pretty well. She hasn't driven for some time, but has folks around to drive her when she wants to go places, and she's still really active in like a lot of social groups, going to church, ladies club, Lions club, different things. I'm not nearly as sociable as actually either of my grandparents have been throughout their lifetimes from that side of the family. Hey, what's going on there, buddy? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I see you waving there on the red chat. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a great night. Hi, how's it going? How should I pronounce your name? What do you like to be addressed as? All of you guys on TikTok, don't be shy. Please be sure to follow, share, and like. Adam, how are you? How's your day been so far, Adam? Oh, we got a new follower. It's Slut jumped in as a follower. Thanks, Slut. You didn't chat with us yet, but the lights are flashing for you as our latest follower. You're out in South Korea. Oh, nice. Are you a big baseball fan? I know South Korea's turned out some really good players, and they have a pretty nice professional baseball league, right? It's the KBO, I believe, in South Korea. Oh, I thought I could lead that and get underneath it. I think I just threw a pick 6. Well, hey, it's a warm-up game. It's our first game of the day, although we didn't want to throw that away like that. Yeah, this is sociable, but as far as like going to people's houses and stuff, I'm pretty happy just to stay home and watch my sports and play my video games, and I don't say like I never want to leave the house, but yeah, I'm pretty happy just doing my own thing. Your dream UFC fighter. Oh, who's your favorite UFC fighter? Adam, thanks for the like and the sub, buddy. Adam, who's your favorite football team if you have one? I don't have a good question of the day for TikTok like I usually do. I'm sorry, TikTok guys and gals. Has anybody seen any movies lately? I saw The Wild Robot with my family this past week. It was pretty good. Thought it was a really nice story. If you're watching on X for whatever reason and seeing the stream, please join one of the other chats to chat. I don't have that chat set up yet. Let's see, Steven, Justin, Hurricane, Peggy, Big E. How are you guys? I see a bunch of new names on the TikTok side. Hate to call out the lurkers, but that's usually what I do with the TikTok chat more than the other ones. Boy, this guy's defense is humming. He's coming here fast. You watch Terrifier 2. It is not worth watching. It's purely gore. Okay. Was the gore at least entertaining as far as like if you were going for a gore movie? Or was it kind of, I don't know, not tastefully done or whatever? Hey, Daniel Freak just shared the video. I hope everybody else on TikTok will as well. Adam will be back. No problem, Adam. But hey, you're a cool guy. Thanks for tuning in from South Korea. I don't think I've had a lot of chatters from South Korea over the years. Occasionally I get them in from Japan. I have a good friend that streams from Japan named Coco Sports. No, it's like the nasty parts of Saw times 10. Oh gosh, wow. Yeah, I couldn't stand Saw. I mean, I thought the stories were interesting, but I had a hard time looking away from them. I think I saw the first 2 of those way back when, Josh, and then I don't think I watched any more of them. My quarterback is Will Levis. Yeah, I'm sorry, Walkie. Took me a second to get caught up on chat there. Walkie, how's your day been? And who's your quarterback? Who should be my quarterback? I probably don't have the coins for whoever I should get, but you have any recommendations, Walkie? Oh, Lewis. Yeah. Parker Lewis can't lose. That's why I need a quarterback. Nobody got that joke, but I did. Oh, Ward slipped through. Ward showing Steeler fans what it feels like to go against him for a minute. When the girl got her hand stuck, you're like, this is gross. Yeah, I got away with a lucky throw there, Walkie. I hope you'll give us a follow if you're not already followed around here. Oh man, yeah, that sounds terrible. All right, Terrifier is way too much. So I don't know about anyone else, but I'm talking to Josh. He's in our purple chat. We are quadcasting. I can't really watch the horror movies too much because when I lay down to sleep, I'll have that image still in my brain, and then I'll fall asleep thinking about gruesome stuff. So I really try to limit it. I try not to watch any of the not safe for work stuff like on social media or whatever too, as best I can. Sometimes you're browsing Reddit and something won't be tagged correctly, but I mean it's usually somewhat okay space. Got to be careful on the other platforms. Next thing you know, you're seeing something that you can't unsee type of deal. Now, I don't know if everybody else has the same experience. I guess some folks may be more visually oriented than other people, but yeah, I can't handle it. Isaiah Pacheco will slip through. Let's see. Hey, TikTok, thanks for the follow. It's TikTok Gaming. What type of games do you play, TikTok Gaming? It's not even good, and it's not scary. There's no plot. It was just gruesome. All right, so Terrifier, 2 thumbs down. According to me, although I haven't seen it. But if Josh told me, I believe it's true. You're getting 25. NCAA. Hey, NCAA is good. I usually play it on Friday nights, just haven't been playing it much. So you're getting 25 soon. What are you going to do on 25 when you get it? You going to play Ultimate Team? You playing franchise? You jumping in and playing with your buddies? What do you like to do on Madden games TikTok? LJ's in the chat. What's up, LJ? Thanks for all the likes. Dustin's here. Dustin, how are you? What you been up to, Dustin? All right, we got 2 different sub goals, but it's for the same goal. TikTok, if we get to 50 subscribers, I will shave my head. Purple viewers, when we fill up that goal with 200 new subscribers over however many months it takes, I will shave my head. I promised Manscaped I'd do a Dome Shaver Pro video, so whoever wants to see me hairless, you know what to do. One of these days we'll get there. Let's see, you're a Pittsburgh fan. Yeah, I'm the Seahawks, buddy. Who's your favorite Steeler of all time? And why is it Russell Wilson? Let's see, what do I think about the Browns trade of Amari Cooper? Got the 3rd round pick for him on an expiring contract for a 30-year-old wide receiver with 10 drops. Basically the same as the Devontae trade. Yeah, I think it was good to get some value out of him for sure. Swaggy G just followed. Swaggy, tell me about yourself. Are you a 2K player? That definitely sounds like a 2K type of name. Dustin, what are you doing this weekend? You have any fun plans coming up? Who's my favorite player on the Seahawks? It's DK Metcalf, but I'll tell you, DK, if they chose to trade him, I wouldn't be too upset. It seems like he's pretty checked out under the new head coach right now. Walkie, thanks for jumping in as a follower. Madden player, huge Finns fan. How about favorite Dolphin of all time? Palomalu's a good call, young one. I remember Palomalu just being absolutely amazing to watch during his prime. I had a great sense of what was coming. Yeah, DK's a great athlete. Doesn't always have the best hands, doesn't always have the best attitude, but I get excited when the ball goes to him and he hangs on to it. It feels like he could take it to the house in any given play when he gets a touch. I'll try to juke stick inside. That didn't work out. Worked out okay from that point. I'm throwing the ball too much. We need to run it. Let's see, Steeler fan right there for life. for Dread Huncho. All right, Steeler guys. I'm going to give you a little Steeler history. Way back in the olden days of the Steelers, you can look him up. He was my grandfather's first cousin. They had a halfback slash quarterback named Angelo Burvelli. Angelo played at St. Mary's, and then he played with the Steelers. I believe they went by the Pittsburgh Pirates way back in the 1920s, initially at least. And Angelo, yeah, he was on the inaugural teams when they had their glory days in the 70s. They flew him and all the remaining original Steelers back to Pittsburgh to meet the Super Bowl champions and Terry Bradshaw and all those guys, and they gave him a replica Super Bowl ring. So I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Steelers until Super Bowl 40, then started feeling different about the whole thing. Hey, McCaffrey's like my third string back, but he's still a good receiving back. The season 1 McCaffrey. We're going to go Cam Wake or Ronnie Brown for Swaggy. Got to get Jordan Love now. What am I going to do with Jordan Love? Is he pretty good? His MUT card. See, you became a Steeler fan when they beat the Seahawks. Great, young one. You should have became a referee fan that year. Sean Alexander is one of Josh Hughes' favorites. Yeah, Sean was a blast. Felt like he really dropped off significantly after that Super Bowl run season. And I think there was a few reasons. We lost Hutchinson after that year, and I think just getting paid and starting to age a bit. But yeah, Prime Alexander was great running back for us. Well, he baited me into it. I saw him there. I didn't think he could get back to the ball. Favorite Steeler of all time for Dread is Hines Ward. Do I play followers? Not with a name like that, Mo. Nope. What I do with names like that is I ban you guys. Don't be a clown, Mo. If we wanted to see a clown, we'd go to the circus. That's where I saw your mom last night, Mo. But enjoy being in Bansfield. Yeah, the game changed you. Yeah, I remember Alexander, I think it was like one season. He had the NFL single season record for most touchdowns in a year. And I think it was like Priest Holmes the next year broke it. I think like Alexander had 27, then Holmes got like 28 the next season. You said whoever wins this game is going to be my team, and I'm going to watch them for the rest of eternity. And then there was Mike Vick and Cam Newton. See, he took time. I'm a little surprised he took time there, but he might have a trick play to catch me off guard. We both had a couple turnovers, or at least one turnover thus far. If you guys are on TikTok, you see there's a little timer behind me. Everybody that follows on TikTok, the timer is going to run down to 0. But if we get like 50 followers in that 90 minutes, then we'll do an extra 50 minutes of streaming. So all of you followers will get gathered up and put into the time bank. What's up, Noah? How's Noah going today? Good to see you, bud. You like Pacheco. Pacheco's fun to watch. Alright, 2nd and 13. We're both content to go to halftime. Here we go. Yeah, everybody please follow, share, like, all those things help a lot on these platforms. Alright, we are starting out defensively on this one. Noah, you seen any good movies lately? I think I'm going to ask everybody if you've seen a good movie lately. Josh has gifted one to Noah. Hey, Josh, thanks. Let's get Noah on the sub wall. And now Noah doesn't have to watch any ads for at least a month. And we're closer to shaving our head. So thank you, Josh. And thank you, Noah, for being a great viewer. Top 3 running backs of all time. Shoot, buddy. Let me think about this. Oh, man. Is it my 3 favorite running backs of all time, or is it the 3 greatest of all time? Just JT. Thanks for the follow, Just. Let's see. You've been watching all the Halloween movies for Sheev. Sheev, what's the one you've enjoyed the most? The Platform 2. I don't know anything about that one. Nick Chubb, Barry Sanders, and Jim Brown are Josh's. My personal list. Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, and Marshawn Lynch, because I'm a Seahawks fan. That would be my 3. The first 3 on my Mount Rushmore. Number 4, I don't know. But I'm 44, so I remember vaguely Walter Payton still being a really impactful player. Barry Sanders was great to watch as I became a teenager, and when Lynch was he was our Super Bowl running back the one year that I got to see the Seahawks win it all. So Yeah, I guess I like them all for different reasons. He's a pretty good offensive player. My one takeaway was pretty fortunate on the fumble. Let's see, Halloween Kills Michael Myers was a movie like a force of nature. Has anyone watched? It's an older film now, but has anybody seen the Babadook? I thought that one was pretty scary in its own way. Noah says could not pick top 3 anything NFL because he's new to the sport of NFL. Yeah, Noah's a big NHL guy. Yeah, I felt like the Babadook was kind of terrifying. I felt like the little boy that played the son or whatever it was in that movie was good actor. I mean, you just kind of get freaking out and all that stuff. Have I seen Oculus? I haven't. Let's see. Convalescent in a story building. Food fest on the first floor drops after X time. I don't know if I'm reading that first word right, Just. I'm sorry. Defeat everybody in the 300-story building. Chaos ensues. Oh, convicts. Okay, now I got you. LT. Oh, you ran right past me, dang it. Let's see. LT, Bo Jackson, and Marshawn Lynch. It was alright. More depressing than scary, says she. Yeah, maybe. I thought it was scary. But I don't know. Maybe just as his acting got me bored. It's one of the favorite scary movies for Josh. Watches it all the time. I went for the hit stick fumble. I missed, but I guess we scared him out of bounds. Walkie. If I wanted a defensive coordinator, I'd ask Josh to be my defensive coordinator. No backseat gaming, please, Walkie. I appreciate you as a new follower, but then everybody in chat starts chiming in with do this, do that. It's too much when you're trying to keep up with chat and the gameplay. Chris, I've taken the divorce well, and you know your wife has never been satisfied. She's a huge fan of tuning into the streams and enjoying herself. If you catch my drift, so I'm sorry you couldn't satisfy her, Chris, but I'm glad that I can give her all that she needs entertainment-wise. So enjoy the band hammer, and I'll be hammering your wife with all the good content as you tune in and enjoy the chair to view it all. But yeah, enjoy that, Chris. Chris came in hot and went out with a whimper. What's happening there, Jason? Hey, what's up, little brother? Uh-oh, little brother must be Chris's burner, so I'm gonna take him out too. Hey, what's happening there, Dark Sector? How's your day going? Dark Sector, what's your favorite scary movie? Yeah, we've been getting our share of trolls coming in on the vertical streams. I just have leaned into roasting them when they show up. Let's see. Don't know why people don't mention LT. He was better than AP and all the other running backs from Missouri. LaDainian Thompson was great. Maybe because he never won a Super Bowl. I don't really know why he doesn't get mentioned as much as he should. Halloween is a top scary movie for Dark Spectre. Never seen that side out of me. Yeah, I've been leaning into Donnie After Dark a little bit more of late. LT better than AP is actually insane. Who would you rather have throw a touchdown pass on a trick play? You definitely would prefer Tomlinson in that scenario. Now, honestly, I don't know who had more yards and more touchdowns between the two of them. He's not better than AP, says Dark Spectre. Adrian Peterson's a Seahawk legend, though. We get the Seahawk on him here. Hey, PY, you know who else gets worked? Your mom. She gets worked against the real competition all the time, PY, and she loves it. She keeps coming back for more. So tell her to subscribe in case she lost me on her burner account, and we'll see you later, PY. All right, so he's gone too. But yeah, Red Chat coming in hot. We might have to get Noah to go over and regulate on the Red Chat. Hey, what's up, JJ? How's your day going? Yeah, nobody's got any manners in the Red Chat today. We'll see how JJ acts. JJ seems like a nice guy. If you could build a flag football team 7-on-7, who would everybody pick? Noah's asking. But I don't know, but we're actually going to have flag football in the Olympics in Los Angeles coming up, so I don't know. Oh, Noah's there to regulate. All right, come on, trolls. Come after Noah. You're not going to like what happens to you. Oh, I had R1 open, if I recognize this late. Top 3 wide receivers. Steve Largent and DK Metcalf. I don't know. Probably Jermaine Curse as well. I'll give you all Seahawks on that one. Right, fourth down. We got to go for it, and we'll get the conversion. Wonder if Canada picks any CFL guys. Oh, they just might. Yeah, I guess flag football has its own big following and stuff, though. And there's an assumption that NFL players will not necessarily be on the Olympic teams for flag football, is what I've been reading. All right, Young One says, check his stats. Let me know if LT is a top 5 running back of all time. I think there's a huge difference between these are my 3 favorite players at the position versus this is who I think are the 3 greatest of all time. And sometimes it's tough without looking up the stats and all that to really know where guys rank, and also comparing errors is always tough too. Just got done eating late night cheese with Grandma. Oh, nice. Who's your grandma's favorite football team? Hamilton gets me. Now we got to get the ball back. We're going to have to get a 3 and out. I thought we were in past him, but he did pretty well to stay with him. You know, Canada has flag football championship, but there's none in Ontario, says Noah. First game of the night. We're just getting warmed up. Everybody that follows adds a minute to stream, so please follow, particularly if you're on TikTok. We'll try to keep a follower count going for all the socials, but TikTok's usually the easiest one to track. See, Miles Garrett, LeBron, TJ Watt, Tyreek Hill, personality aside from Josh. You're just playing, JJ. Alright, JJ, you're allowed to play. Just don't be nasty. Noah's ready to regulate. We'll get the stop there. Probably pick the rest basketball players, to be honest, for Josh, as far as his favorite players. Yeah. If I was to do a top 5 favorite athletes, I wonder who I'd come up with. I know I'd have Mullen, Largent, and McGuire as like my top 3. Loved all those guys when I was a kid. I kind of don't think he should punt, but whatever. It's his call. I don't want him to change his mind, but we'll see what happens here. Could be a fake. I mean, it's just inches. I don't know why you don't just line up and go for it, but he's going to trust his defense. I think if we score, we go for the conversion. Or took a shot. Oh, not athletes alone. If you're doing the 7-for-7. Yeah, you know, the conversation's bouncing between the different platforms. I thought you were giving me your favorite athletes of all time. Yeah, Tyreek Hill would be a good one to have for flag football with his speed. Hey, Christine, how are you? And she hits fix, whoever. Let's see. I think they still haven't fixed the rundown thing. I'm not trying to take forever, but let me get into the formation I want. Justine, thanks for the hugs for everybody in chat. How's everything up in Canada going in your province, Christine? Absolutely laid out on that hit. Let me flip the play and try to target break Young the other way. So, you know, Barrios has to be zapped. Noah was playing a little flag football yesterday for fun with the buddies. How'd the game end up going, Noah? Cross body throw. I think I had circle underneath and I just messed up. LT had 11 seasons. AP had 15. LT has more fans. You're from the Bay. How'd you become a Seahawks fan? I'm related to Steve Largent. Is why. Almost same amount of yards. Try not to no huddle because no huddle burns more clock than the alternative. And we got Ward in there. Let's go for 2. You know what's sad? You have to tell your wife you can't do anything with friends on Sunday because of the Browns. I'm kind of the same way. My wife already knows. We have plans for tomorrow with the family, and then she knew like Sunday, you're probably going to want to watch the game. And then she gets happy if it's a bye week or if they're playing Monday night or something like that. Let's hope this works. he's able to get through the block. London doesn't hold the block. I thought we had him in this match. Son of a gun. Yeah, London just gotta be stronger there. Big old monster of a wide receiver too, and got blown up. Our onside's not gonna work. Oh well, entertaining game. We almost stole it. Playing 4 more seasons and somebody in stats looking like that compared to LT is a big difference. I think you got to give a guy credit for being able to play additional seasons too. So on Sundays, Josh, he'll turn into, I knew we shouldn't have came here. It's what made us lose. I just want to go home. Good game to the Steeler guy. Let me shout out the buddies on our purple chat. We got Noah in the house. Noah, would you stream most recently? Noah streams kind of sporadically. Was playing some Madden 25, so not that long ago. We got Dark Specta, we got Christine, and just a reminder, for anybody that wasn't here first, check out SeriousFun.org. They provide children with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience in a high-quality medical environment, safe, sound, and supportive. So that's a charity near and dear to Josh. So this is a shout out from our purple chat for our regular buddies. But yeah, good game to this guy. I thought I had him cooked on that RPO. I looked over, I saw there was 2 defenders pressed, and it's, 2 receivers go out and block, and then Barrio's supposed to slip through them, and DB just blew the whole thing up. So it is what it is. Noah Mandel going to our sub wall, courtesy of Josh. It's Josh QOO. Almost reverse the order. Trolls are at bay on the red chat. So now we can have a good time and talk about movies and music and whatever else we like. Serious Fun sends everything to the camps and Paul Newman's Zone. Do I prefer NFL or college? NFL, all the way for me. Benjamin. Yeah, I like NFL significantly more. It's not that college isn't fun. It's just like I'm having the conversation with our friend Josh, and he turns into sports fan monster on Sundays. I kind of do the same with my favorite team, which is Seattle. If I let myself get really into college football, then it would be another day that I'm tied up and, living and breathing and all the stuff with the games. And I kind of feel like I need to limit it a touch. So I like NFL, I like NBA, MLB, kind of go with the seasons, and it is what it is. I tend to play Madden more than I do the NCAA game, Benjamin, because I have more to say when it comes to NFL discussion, too, than I do college. But college is great. I can definitely see why people are so into it. Maybe if I had grown up close to a big university or something, that might be a reason. Yeah, when you have a family, right? Yeah, it's like, now I'm worried about what the Sooners are doing. I'm worried about this and that. And I'll just kind of keep it to the 3 deals, and that runs around the calendar for the 12 months and has a little bit of overlap. So yeah, give me an underrated movie, young one, if you like. Right, let's see if we can punch our way into the playoffs in this season run. Mr. Hockey played 26 NHL seasons, also played till he was 52. Somebody told me Jaromir Jagr's still playing the other day. I think that's what I read, right? Noah's confirming. I can't remember if you were in chat or if it was somebody else, but yeah, I think Jagr's still going out there in one of the European leagues. Plays for the team that he owns. I am multi-streaming in case you hear me reading chat that you don't see somebody in the other chats. Only the purple chat and the Twitter chat can see all the chat pop up on screen the way it's configured for now. Those of you on TikTok, please follow. We love the shares and likes as well. That timer there behind me is going to run down to 0 minutes. When it does, we'll count all the followers and extend the stream by that much. So if we get 100 followers, we'll do an extra 100 minutes or whatever the case might be. Oh, he almost got in there. He was starting to use her back. Man, I don't know that I even have a favorite show. Another deal, it's easy to blame becoming a parent on not watching stuff, but I used to record on DVR like The Office, Modern Family, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm kind of a comedy guy. I think Murder Made Me Famous was one we would usually watch every week. There was one that was called something like Breaking Vegas, where people would go in and Tried to pull the heist on the casinos that were based on a true story. I don't record anything anymore as far as TV shows. Once were Warriors 1994 crime drama from New Zealand. Olsen got rerouted, but he got down 2-1. Daniel Marshall, Cavs legend. He had some memorable games for the Cavaliers. Let's see. Coach can't bench Yager. He owns the team, right? Right, Marshawn's into the end zone. Will play from the front here against the Cowboy fans. All great shows. You love sitcoms. Your favorite all time is definitely How I Met Your Mother. I tried to get into that one with Mrs. Donnie, and for whatever reason, it just didn't resonate with her. And it's one of those deals like I'm not going to be sitting there watching it a lot and getting caught up on the episodes if I'm not going to watch it with my wife. Maybe now, because we have a little bit less free time to watch shows, then it's almost like BC and after BC times, but before kids and after kids, like I don't know, don't really watch a lot. She'll catch up streaming wise on stuff like The Bachelorette and what was it, Dancing with the Stars. She used to always watch all those things prior to becoming a parent, but she doesn't watch them consistently like she used to. Let's see, Modern Family. Your wife is basically the Modern Family wife, looks and personality. Oh, that's cool. Like Julie Bowen then, right? You said that 10 years before you guys were married, says Josh. Josh would the humble brag about his wife. But she must be really cool then. Claire Dunphy, I think, was the character, right? Unless you're referring to Sofia Vergara's character. But I'm thinking you meant Claire. Showtime takes off. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Hobo Joe. Yeah, Joe, thanks for the offline resub. Let's give you another badge next to your name, Joe. There you go. Now you can stand out even more. Not Sophia's character. You know what got me interested on Modern Family? Probably a dumb reason, but I remember the ABC commercials for it before it released. I think it's Sofia Vergara and the little boy that played Manny, and I can't remember exactly the scenario. If they were out flying a remote control airplane or if they're like at a soccer match. But I saw Al Bundy was going to be in the show, and I always thought Ed O'Neill was great as Al Bundy, and I thought like, hey, I got to check this out, see if it's funny. So that was what got me interested in seeing what it was. And I stuck with it really from episode 1 all the way through till the end. Let's see, Breaking Bad, Squid Games, and The Sopranos for young one. There's his top 3. King of the Hill's going to get a reboot. I'm excited for that. Annie might have been your favorite character or the dumb son, says Josh. This guy's having a good drive here. Let me flip over. I don't remember if I did that against the Steeler guy, but you don't want to have auto flip and all that stuff on. Hey, young one, thanks for following. You just added some time to the stream. I hope everybody will follow your lead and hit that follow button. Plus the lights flash and all kinds of fun stuff happens. So, yeah, everybody please follow. Have I heard about the Menendez brothers documentary? I did not. But I'll tell you something that's going to blow your mind, unless you already know this deal. I guess it made the rounds on social media. 2 things. Mark Jackson has a basketball card. It features Senator Bob Melendez from New Jersey, who's on his way out. And it features the Twins, because they're related to each other. The Twins took in a game, I think at Madison Square Garden, and Mark Jackson's dribbling the ball up court, and that's the brothers, supposedly after they committed their heinous crime. And I mean, I don't doubt that they were abused and all that, but it doesn't justify the means of what they did. You're going to watch it. They made it into a movie, kind of turned off the young one. Do I think Max Crosby is going to sign with the Lions? No, I don't. Is he even coming up on free agency? But no, I wouldn't expect that. It's not like he's just, free to go over there because of the injury to Hutchinson or something, if that's what you're getting at. Commanders are playing really well. Yeah, I got to give the Commanders some credit. Oh, the middle was really good. Yes, the middle was really good. Alex, I don't know what you're on about, but let's give you, I don't know. Let's give you a timeout, Alex. How long does your mom tell you to go play in the corner when she's entertaining your uncles? 30 minutes? All right, we'll give you 30 minutes to think about what you're doing, Alex. Let's see. So Alex is In the corner, Branko is 2. Hey, what's up, Shoto? How's your day going? Yeah, I think they're definitely bringing him back. But yeah, the middle's really good. I enjoyed it. Patricia Heaton, right? The lady that was on Everybody Loves Raymond. Can't remember the actor that played the dad on the middle, but I thought he was really, really good in his part. And I thought all the kid actors were good on that show too. Raiders are going to hold on to him. Best player they have. Yes, definitely. Okay, so here's the breakdown on this. He said he wanted to play for the Lions one day because he was a fan since he was young. Yeah, I can't see the Raiders letting him go without franchise tagging him and trading him type of deal. You can't let somebody like that just walk away, especially when you're a terrible franchise like the Raiders kind of tend to be in recent years, unfortunately for Raider fans. I don't mean to pile on many Raider fans. They've gone through the same hell with John Fisher that A's fans are going through. Fisher squatted on the Coliseum and didn't let him get a deal in Oakland. So now they're out in Vegas, and they don't get very good home field advantage and good support and all that. But yeah, I mean, they're not just going to let Crosby walk away. Now, might they work out a trade because Crosby's going to turn into a Devontae Adams situation? I mean, maybe, but I haven't had any indication to think that's the case. So, no, I think you're just on some baseless speculation. With no disrespect intended to you, Jaden. But sometimes fans, you know, we see something on social media that's not sourced, or we click into one of those fan-sided articles, and it's really easy to just start taking some hopium thing that you see somewhere and believing it is like legitimate reporting, which, you know, of course is not the case around Crosby. Now, if it happens, I'll definitely apologize to you, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Hey, Goofy, hit the follow button, and we'll keep your triangle open. Let's see. See, you watch the game, but you don't know. He's worth like 2 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders. That's a boatload to give up if you're the Lions. You don't usually want to trade that much. I mean, it happens from time to time, but you don't see those trades getting thrown out there a whole heck of a lot. They should trade him for prospects or immediate production players, rebuild complete. Yeah, the discussion around should they trade him, maybe they should. But I don't think the Raiders are trading him. Especially with Brady just getting a part of the Raiders, right? This last week it became official. You know, Brady doesn't want to be a part of a losing deal if he can help it. I mean, he did kind of sign up for it for now, but long term, Brady's going to want to get some results, for sure. It'd be nice to have him. Jaden, it'd be nice to have Patrick Mahomes with the Seahawks, and Tyreek Hill, and Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, since I'm thinking about the Browns and I'm talking to Josh. It'd be nice to have all those good guys on your favorite team, right? But yeah, realistically, they're probably looking at the scrap heap of players they can fill out their roster with because they lost Hutchinson. And as we approach the deadline, there's probably going to be a name or two that's out there that they can go for, but they're not going to get the next best pass rusher in football just because they lost a star, unfortunately. Let's see, do I think the Mets or Guardians have a chance to come back? Sure. Baseball's very much I don't want to call it a fluky sport, but it's one of those sports where a lot of random stuff happens. They 100% have a shot to come back. Guardians almost pulled that out today. They came back. Clase didn't batten down the hatches in the 9th inning. And then they got some runners on. I mean, I think it was Naylor, the backup, right? The backup catcher hit a fly ball. I mean, if he squares that up a little bit by a half inch or something, maybe instead of a fly ball, it's a 3-run homer and they walk off the Yankees. So, yeah, they could come back. Mets got a nice win yesterday. The odds are against them. I mean, you don't want to be down in those series, but yeah, they could. Sure. I think baseball and hockey are very randomized compared to like the NBA. You're not going to get so many weird bounces in the NBA unless teams are really evenly matched, and of course it can go 7. Do I watch combat sports? No, not much. Let's see. You just pulled Dallas Turner and J.J. McCarthy today. Oh, nice, Hobo Joe. So let's be realistic. You could trade him for a first-round pick, maybe a first and a second, but why would you do that? You have him for 3 more years. You will not get a ton of firsts for him. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think Crosby's going anywhere. Fun to think about if you're a Lion fan. you want everything to come up Lions, but yeah, realistically, I don't see it. He said he hates losing, but you don't know. It'd be nice to have him, though. I mean, you're giving me a lot of quotes about him without sources. I'm not saying you're making him up, Jaden, but I don't know. I mean, Bryce Harper was an A's fan when he was a kid. I don't think he's clamoring to play for that organization the way that they're ran. Now, he was really outspoken about how great A's fans were when he came to the Coliseum a season or two back, and, definitely made me a bigger fan of Harper than I previously was. But it doesn't mean he necessarily wants to play there because he had an affiliation with something when he was small. Aaron Judge had a shot to go to the San Francisco Giants a few years ago, and he chose not to do it. Instead, stuck with the Yankees, right? He grew up a Giants fan. Or am I surprised about the Vikings? Yes, Vikings playing out of their minds this year. Did not expect that to happen. They lost their rookie quarterback. In the preseason, they had a unfortunate passing of Kyrie Jackson. I think they had a couple of other fairly significant injuries in the preseason, and look at them now. They're undefeated. Hey, what's up, 2008 Detroit? How's your day been? TikTok friends, the best thing you could do, if you haven't done so, is please follow the stream. You'll add time to the stream, and you'll help push the stream onto the For You page. Hey, what's up, Cap? How's your day going? Chiefs, buddy. I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm not picking the Niners unless I have to. Let's see. Let's go Detroit. You like them, and the head coach says young one. Let's see. Lucky there's no stadium pulse in Madden. Yeah, that stadium pulse stuff is dicey, right? Starts shaking around on you. Oh, yeah, I had it, but it was a long time ago, Boston. I don't have it today, unless something crazy is happening right now that I'm unaware of, which does happen occasionally. It was, Kamish was on front page the other day. But yeah, I had it at the start of the month. What's my opinion on the Seahawks' future? I think we don't really know what's going on. It seems like McDonald is in over his head a little bit right now. They started out 3-0, but it's kind of a fool's gold 3-0 as far as who they were playing and when they were playing them. And I'm not sure we're heading the right direction. I think the hot seat may be warming up on our general manager, and I think the franchise could go up for sale. It was owned by Paul Allen for a long time, and then he unfortunately passed away. His sister Jody owns the team in a trust, and yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with them. Feels like we're kind of in a bit of a purgatory right now. May not get better this coming week against the Falcons. But yeah, front page was great. I did the best I could to maximize it. SW Boston. Excuse me, I feel like I need to cough. We were supposed to just have one day, but it's like I had like 2 days of traffic, so I stayed on for 50-something hours and just tried to connect with as many viewers as I possibly could. What's my favorite team? Washington State? No, neither of those. I like the Sooners. My dad's family's from Oklahoma. Should the Seahawks draft Cam Ward? I don't know. No, I don't think there's a huge need for a quarterback, but eventually we need to get a young quarterback to develop behind Geno. We do have Sam Howell on the roster. He's younger than some of the guys that were in this last draft. So I think quarterback's okay. Maybe you want to see what Howell can do. But I don't think we're going to be picking high enough to get Ward. Unless he slips for some reason in the draft. And I don't see trading up and giving up like multiple picks for a quarterback. There's always going to be quarterbacks there to draft and develop eventually. SW Boston's a great sports streamer. I hope you guys will give him a follow. Don't know if I've seen American Psycho, but you immediately think, let's see Paul Allen's card. Man, if I saw it, it was a long time ago. That was the movie where like the guy had to bite the curb, right? Or am I getting movies switched up in my head? Thunder fan too, no. I'm from California, Benjamin. But my dad's family's from Oklahoma, so I like the Sooners. Otherwise, I like California teams. If you happen to have a purple chat account, you can easily type !teams in that chat, and it'll show you all the teams that I like. I don't think that works in TikTok chat, although I did try to make a command for it. You're a Seahawks fan. We need to lock in this Sunday. You're not wrong. L. Taranki. Not wrong at all. Not sure if locking in is going to make a big difference without Reek Woolen and some of those guys. Okay, I am getting them confused then. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it then, Josh. Yeah, my cousin played for the Seahawks, Benjamin. Did you have a issue with your ears where you weren't able to clean them out, or what's going on with you? Told you guys that like 3 minutes ago. What team am I playing on? I don't know what that means, but we're playing Madden Ultimate Team, and I have the Seahawks theme team that I'm running in MUT. Yeah, I'm a Seahawks fan. Yeah, there's some Seahawks stuff around the room, but I know a lot of you guys are watching on mobile. You may not be able to see it that well. So yeah, please follow, like, talking Seahawks football for sure. Pickles, thanks for all the likes there in TikTok chat, by the way. We're not able to hold on. I was trying to cut that route off. Shoot, may as well go for it. I'd like to just hang on to the ball and run this thing down. Then again, I like chatting with you guys, and that becomes the priority. See, Josh says, I like Will Levis, but his stats are historically bad. Yeah, Levis is struggling. I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's just being in a terrible situation or if he's just not going to work out. Yeah, so I like the A's, I like the Warriors, I like the Sharks. I like you to hit the follow button, Benjamin, which I don't think you've done yet. Yeah. L, thanks for following, buddy. Lights are flashing for you. You added time to stream, and that drives us more onto the front page. Or not the front page, but the For Your page on TikTok. There you go, Benjamin. We had to ask him a few times, but it's all about the Benjamins. Hey, Pickles, too, we'd love you to follow as well, if you're not already followed. You think it's a combo, you think the guy can play. Ducks are undefeated, great offense. Haven't watched them. I don't really dislike Oregon. Wouldn't mind seeing them do well. I probably would root for a California team over Oregon, but yeah, I don't mind seeing the Ducks do well. What I think the Seahawks' problem is, I'll tell you what I think the problem is. I think we pushed out a Hall of Fame head coach for a unproven rookie head coach, and he brought in an entire rookie staff, and I think that's the issue. I don't think McDonald's quite ready for everything that he's doing, and if he had veteran coordinators he could lean on, I think that would help. But I think we're getting beat in all three phases. I think our offense is coming out flat, and if Grubb isn't throwing it 50 times a game, and we have to lean on the run game, well, our offensive line isn't really opening up holes, so that becomes a huge issue. And then you get off pace on time of possession. Then the defense with McDonald, I mean, I know he's supposed to be this defensive whiz kid, and maybe he is, but it didn't really work out for him until the Ravens were able to acquire elite talent at linebacker. We don't have elite talent at linebacker. Our defensive coordinator is really a defensive coordinator in name only there for the Seahawks, and hasn't done any coordinating yet. It's all McDonald that's doing the coordinating. And then on special teams, we got Jay Harbaugh that we brought in, and I think we did that as a favor to Jim and John Harbaugh, who McDonald coached under at Baltimore and with Michigan when he was on the individual staffs for those two brothers. And Jay's son, and he's not done any special teams coaching at the NFL level. We pushed out oh god, I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Push out Larry Izzo, who is a really good special teams coordinator, and he's doing a good job with the Commanders right now. So I think we're losing in all three phases. I think it's a huge concern for Seattle. What's my opinion on the A's moving? You hate it? Sad. Yeah, I hate it too. I hope that everything backfires and they settle, at least in Sacramento, if they don't work their way back to Oakland one of these days. But, time will tell. And we got the touchdown, we got the pick there with Dawkins. I want to power Dawkins up, but I better get the season tickets for LeVon Kirkland too. Needs to build a secondary. The offense could be fine. Run the ball, do RPO, carry the offense. Secondary, I mean, we probably need a better strong safety than Jenkins, but Love, Reek Woolen, and Witherspoon are fine. This linebacker play is my biggest concern on the Seahawks defensively. Do I think Geno will lock in this Sunday? I think Geno's been locked in the whole season except for that Niner game. Even the Niner game, he played pretty well in the second half. DK was supposed to be running an in route, and he decided to freestyle it and then made Geno look bad. But, yeah, he hasn't played well against the Niners his whole tenure as our quarterback. But, yeah, Geno's been fine. I don't know that's going to be enough for Seattle. I think time of possession will be a huge issue if they get behind and, abandon the run like they've been doing. Harbaugh was like 46-39 at Michigan, then brought in the guy that he, quote, didn't know, was recording all the other team stuff, and was 21-2 after hiring that guy. I'm not a huge fan of the Harbaughs. Now, when Pete Carroll got let go, he was my pick that I thought we should have went after first and foremost, because I think you want to go for a guy that's a proven winner, but I don't know that he has a lot of ethics either. Let's see. Niners own the Niners lately. Own the Seahawks lately. Yeah, they have. Russell Wilson era was like, I think Seattle was like 19-3 against the Niners when Russ was their starter. It felt pretty nice to have the best of that deal, being a California Seahawks fan, but it is what it is. Hopefully we beat them in Santa Clara later this year. Yeah, Boston, we definitely disagree on that, so I don't think we're going to be watching them in Vegas, but I know you feel differently. I don't know that we need to rehash it, though. Let's see. Lockett ghosted all first till the second half. Man, Lockett, I mean, he's not looking to take on contact or anything for sure. Have to get the Niners back next month. I mean, we'll have to play a lot better game than we did against them the Thursday night game. Have I been watching the football story about Aaron Hernandez show? No, haven't seen it. Is it pretty well done and worth watching or recording? Who's going to win the Heisman? I don't know. Who do you think is going to win the Heisman? I really don't even know the odds because I don't watch college that much. Send me an interesting thing. Thanks, Noah. How'd I get the scoreboard up there? Oh, wouldn't you like to know my industry secrets there, Combat? But you're not even followed as far as I'm aware of Combat, so I can't tell you how I did it. A magician never reveals their secrets, Combat. This guy's defense is flying in. It's worth watching. It does not glorify him or make excuses for him. It shows how stuff may have influenced him. Combat, thanks for following. Alright, so I gotta ask you, do you stream using open broadcast software? So I'm guessing you're also a streamer and you want to know how to do what I'm doing. JP, thanks for following as well. It's not done yet. Now I feel like I wish I would have watched it at the start. I've seen a few interesting stories on Hernandez. I know there was a report that he had terribly bad CTE, but I think he had a pretty terrible attitude even in his college days, from what I remember. See, Travis Hunter, one of, if not the best two-way players in recent history. That boy better win the Heisman. Do they tend to hold the win-loss record against teams on the Heisman voting, or do you guys win them off a smaller deal? Let's see, we'll go base alignment and zone drop 25. But yeah, this guy's defense is flying in. But yeah, Boston, I asked you not to keep going on that, and you know, you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm very much emotionally invested in it, so I'm just gonna agree to disagree with you, and probably not a great subject for you and I to dive into too much. Let's see, Jeffrey from Boise State, running back, having one of the best running back seasons of all time. Oh yeah, somebody was telling me about him. I haven't watched Boise State all year. Does he have a shot to win it? Dylan Gabriel for Heisman, I'm seeing from Boston. You want Cam Scatabo to take the Heisman. I don't know who that is. Is that a nickname for Cam Ward? Yeah, I haven't looked at really any of the front runner stuff or what's going on with that. I've probably watched, I don't know, 8 quarters worth of college football, just having it on in the background or flipping on at the end of the game to see who wins and stuff like that. Compared to watching NFL, like I watch a lot of NFL. And that's why I rather stream Madden than jump on college football. Okay, Boston, I've asked you like 3 times politely, so we're having a failure to be on the same page. Stop talking to me about it, Boston. I know you feel differently. You're entitled to your opinion. It's all good, but yeah, I'm not going to hash it out with you every time that you're in my chat. So, you know, my opinions are mine. It's my stream. I got to run it how I feel. So I went into your stream and started saying I don't know, whatever is a triggering thing for you. You know, Oregon's only valid because of Phil Knight's money or something, and it started getting on your nerves. Like, I would expect you to do the same thing. So, please come back better and chat with me anytime that you like, if that's tonight or whatever. But yeah, drop the A's. It's not a subject I care to talk to you about. Let's see. Janante is playing amazing. Would like to see what he does against some better defenders, says Pickles. Arizona State's running back is in the mix. Boise State running back should win it if it ended today. Scatabo is also low-key sick. Travis Hunter or Cam Ward also have a chance. Oh, interesting. No, I never heard about all that about him in high school. I did hear about all the trouble in Florida. Was causing trouble there. Was on the Patriots. Bill was like, hey, not going to babysit you to grow the F up. Shoot, can we hit? We can. I don't know if I should have tried to go run after the catch or not. I just didn't want that to get knocked free if that safety came in and got a big smash on him. This guy's defense was clamping me that first possession. So, those of you that are saying Travis Hunter should win the Heisman, isn't his team like 500 or so under Dion, or have they been playing better of late? And you guys can tell I'm pretty novice on the college football action because I don't know for sure. We got Marshawn close to the pylon. If you ever have time, you're okay with your family, you should definitely watch a Miami game with Cam Ward. Yeah, I could definitely check out his highlights and stuff too. Does Ward, is he like consensus #1 overall draft pick, or do we not have a consensus currently? You think that dude makes Shooter look like a Heisman candidate? He's really good. I'm not able to sneak in that time. Hunter not going to win it for those reasons. Yeah, that's what I was kind of curious about too. Do they hold that against the collegiate players if they're not on a stacked school that's college football playoffs type of school or something? This guy's got a pretty good defense there against the quarterback sneak. So let's see, Josh is saying, in other words, because he's so good, Schroeder himself is becoming a candidate because of Hunter's giftedness there. Alright, we're able to dump it off to Olsen. But boy, he had everything trashed in this. Hunter's team is 4-2. So that's not terrible. Like, they might play in a decent bowl game or something, right? If they can stay on that trajectory. Do you guys think Dion keeps coaching after his boys are done playing? And do you think he might try to coach in the NFL? I don't know if any NFL team would want to take him on as a head coach because he can be kind of a lightning rod type guy. Let's see, Andre Drummond revealed that he would on purpose miss shots to get more rebounds. Crazy in Noah's opinion. That is pretty crazy. I've thought guys were missing some layups at times throughout my years watching basketball for that very reason. Maybe they were stat padding a bit, where they knew they could grab the offensive glass kind of easily, but to come out and admit it is pretty wild. I guess if you know your playing career's done, you're like in the podcasting sphere, why not throw it out there? Josh Q doesn't believe in Dion as a head coach. You think he'll keep coaching, but you don't know if it'll be at Buffalo, says Benjamin. Pickles thinks he should stick to college. You don't know how well he would do in the NFL. Yeah, a lot of the rah-rah stuff you can hype college kids up on, you can't do in the NFL. And, it's a different style dealing with guys that have some money in the bank versus, student athletes. I know there's NIL money now, but it's not like NFL money for most of those kids. So offensively, I've been struggling. Hey, Elijah, thanks for following. Appreciate you hitting that follow button. The timer behind me says we got 32 minutes. Every follower adds time to the stream. So the more you guys follow, the longer I'll stream. We're adding a minute per follower. So, hey, please follow, share, and like. Recruiting is huge for college as well. Hey, what's up, Amelia? How's your day going? Amelia coming in on the red shot. Defensively, I have not had much work in this year ball game. JP, thanks for the likes on the TikTok live stream. Oh, he threw it at my user, and I was starting to break down low on the flatter route. So Josh says, your neighbor's grandson was actually recruited by Dion as a backup quarterback in Colorado. That's an interesting little brush with, yeah, stardom with fame, right? So Penix takes off to get a quarterback sack. Elijah, who's your favorite football teams? College and pros. There's no way Dylan Gabriel will win the Heisman. Yeah, it's an Oregon fan that was saying that in my chat. I don't know that he's serious about it. I wasn't saying. I'm reading off the other chats. There's 3 chats, plus the X feed is going out to the X viewers. Buddy, I don't speak any other languages fluently, so bienvenidos estoy aquí, but let's speak English, por favor. I think you're talking to me in Spanish. If you're talking to me in Portuguese or French, you probably understood what I was saying in Spanish. So he committed to something like Clemson and changed to Colorado because of Sanders. Yeah, hopefully it'll work out for him, you know. You wouldn't really want to be rooting on Shooter Sanders to get injured, but somebody's got to be the quarterback eventually when Shooter's time is done. Gabriel's good, but not Heisman worthy. There's at least 3 or 4 players above him, says Benjamin. Yeah, defensively, I feel like I'm Swiss cheese against this guy's offense. Thought that return might pop big for a second.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
My opinion on the new college football format. So that's one I can give you a little bit better college answer than I usually do when you guys ask me college stuff. I think it's going to create more randomness in who wins the national title versus the 4-player or the 4-team format. Because when you get a field of 12, right, in a single elimination, more opportunity for, you know, a really good school to maybe knock off an elite school if their quarterback's having a bad day or there's a key injury in the game. So I think I'm personally good with it. I don't see any like legitimate objections to having more teams in. And there's money to be made. Guys are getting a little bit of NIL money now, so I think that's more fair for the student athletes that bring in so much money for the universities. So yeah, I guess I'm on board with it as far as being a very casual college fan. But I do think we'll get more different teams that end up winning the national title than, say, over the last 20 years. Like, you know, Alabama had a really good run in numerous titles. If they had to play teams that were so close to them for more games, right, even if they had an edge on them, you know, you're going to have a game with football being as random as it can be in a single elimination format where, you know, maybe you don't play to the level you expect, or maybe a team catches you off on a special teams play, or whatever the case might be. I think we'll see a little bit more upsets as the postseason marches along. Super Bowl, I think it's Kansas City until somebody shows us they can beat Kansas City. Although I'm often wrong about things that I say here. More college games, Benjamin's loved it. Let me shift over to the other plays. Let's see. So Josh says, do you think the transfer protocol changes will ruin college football and in favor of the teams you like? Because Josh likes Ohio State and Georgia. Yeah, the protocol thing's pretty wild, right? Guy commits, decides he wants to go play somewhere else, not getting the playing time he wants. Coach looked at him wrong, whatever the case might be, and then he's on his way out. And I don't really know what you do to counter that, right? If you're the school losing players.
A chance now to get even before the break. as they come up first.
And if you're one of the top teams, you know, if you're at the top of the pecking order there, yeah, you got a guy that's going to go play in the NFL. You can just say, hey, let me go check this transfer portal, and we need a new starting linebacker. Well, the guy that didn't want to commit to you because of playing time, now he will come to you because that playing time just opened up for you. You play Little Miss Kentucky, and you're sick. Ohio State says move here. You got timed out. I told you like 3 times, Boston, to please drop the subject, and you didn't do it. So I don't know. Josh is here. Josh is always a lot more level-headed than I am. I'm not trying to make him not enjoy his night or have to play peacemaker or anything, but I feel like if I tell somebody to please stop, like, please stop. So that was why, and hopefully cooler heads can prevail. I always enjoy talking to you, but I'm not going to chase my tail around talking about the same subject with you every time when we clearly disagree on it. And it's okay that you think something different, like I told you a bunch of times. Yeah, so there it is in a nutshell. If that's too much for today, then we can just part ways for the day and talk a different day. Hey, what's up? I'm going to call you OBL. What's up, OBL? How's your day going? Run It says Ryan. Hey, Ryan, it's not the Super Bowl, but it's mud. Ryan, how's your day been? Let's see. It's awesome. Usually you have teams like Bama, Ohio State, Michigan that take the places. Yeah, there's times where I'm wrong too, you know, and you're going to be wrong when you stream a lot of hours and you sit in the chair and you misunderstand somebody's intent or something. But I think if a streamer asks for something to get dropped and somebody's a regular, they should have the respect for the streamer not to keep doing that. So, yeah, kind of done with that portion of the conversation for today. So, Ryan, yeah, I've been good. You have any fun weekend plans coming up? Does anybody have fun Halloween plans? You guys dressing up? You giving out candy? You getting candy? Any of that good stuff? Timer behind me says 25 minutes, and we got 11 followers down. Everybody that follows adds time to the stream, so please follow, share, or like wherever you might be. Got a nice hit with Dawkins, but no fumble. No plans this weekend except watching football. What game are you looking forward to the most, Ryan? Yeah, Boston, we're not dropping it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop you out of chat for today. If you want to come back a different day, that's fine. But yeah, you're just not getting it through your head. I know you have a different opinion. You're entitled to think whatever you want. It's sports, and you know there's a lot more serious things in life, but it's not working here. So yeah, I think the diamond will be missing next time we chat, if we chat again. Yeah, please be sure to follow, share, and like. We need to get this win. Hey, buddy, I'm trying to get the win. But the sun's going to come up tomorrow. It'll be fine, whatever happens. Night Train Lane with the big pick six. Almost messed up the streak. Hey, I've been here. Been on in the afternoons a little bit this week. How you doing, Willa? Thanks for the big resub. Congratulations to Texas on the Red River rivalry game. Patriot fan, Patriots Jaguars, says Ryan. Is that it's not a London game or anything, right? It's played here in the U.S. Is there an international game this week? I can't remember. Well, how are you doing, buddy? Thanks for the big Prime sub, 39 months. Been a while since you guys won. You guys gonna win it all this year or what, Mula? Oh, it is the London game. Okay, so it's at 6:30 a.m. your time. Gotta be up early. Make yourself some breakfast and watch the game. I'm always a little blurry-eyed when I get up for those really games. Or I stay up all night and watch them. Hey, Ryan, thanks for following. Yeah, Red River Rivalry. Yeah, we had the best of it, but not this time. That was ugly. I was like, all right, I can't give Mula a hard time whenever I see him. I mean, I can give you a hard time, but not about that. Let's see, 6:30 is crazy. It's 9:30 for Dopamine on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm West Coast buddy as well. Yeah, going to be a long day, right? Last one I woke up for was Seahawks and Buccaneers in Germany, and we lost that game, the Seahawks week. lost that game. So yeah, not great. Georgia, Texas, going to be a hell of a game this weekend. Yes, that should be great. Nice throw from that opponent.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Sooners quarterback play is rough right now. I'm in California, Ryan. How about yourself? About to stomp a mud hole in Georgia. Mula's funny because he's from Texas, but he lives in Georgia. So I know he likes the Bulldogs a little bit, but he's more of a Longhorn guy for sure. Vancouver, Canada. I hope you guys come back and give each other a hard time after the game tomorrow. Oh, I committed DPI. Dang it. Isn't QB3 playing for the Sooners right now? I know they're down at least one guy in the depth chart. It was Jackson Arnold right at the start of the season. I don't know if he's out for injury or because he was ineffective. Maybe both. So yeah, Sooners off track for sure. And had the pressure on Penix, so we didn't get him pulled down. You don't think GA is like that? You watch the Bulldogs a lot. Bama, thanks for all the likes on the TikTok chat.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I don't know if he's QB 2 or 3, but you have the freshman starting right now. Hype training coming. What's up, Chaos? How you been? Thank you, buddy, for the big resubscription. Chaos, 87 months subscriber. Woo! It's getting close to 100. Yeah, you've been watching much NFL this year? You ready for NBA, or you been too busy with real life? If we lose to a guy named Carson Beck, it's going to be another Colt McCoy in the NFL. Great college football quarterback, but an NFL backup at best. You were born in New Mexico, so you picked Texas as your team. Moved to Cleveland, took on Ohio State, moved to Atlanta, and took on the Dogs. Been watching over the Patriots for Chaos, that's for sure. Yeah, I like the Seahawks, Ryan. Sooners would have had a chance for the playoffs with their starting quarterback. I don't know. I feel like the Sooners have been in disarray for ages now, but I mean, like I said, my dad's family's from Oklahoma, so I've always just kind of tended to root for the Sooners, but I don't lose sleep over it the way I would like NFL fandom. Who do you spend $1 million on? Carlton Davis, or wait till he gets cheap? I probably would wait. Read his book growing up for Colt McCoy. Oh, interesting. I don't think I knew Colt McCoy had a book. Need a big lock it day on Sunday to go for me. You got him in fantasy? Yeah, great to see Chaos. We're going to get Chaos and Mula on our subscriber wall there behind me. So there's Mula, and there's Chaos who streams under Cash Mooley is the name. I don't think this guy was expecting me to snap that right before the end of the quarter, and we're going to get 3 bills, and you don't have to pay the bills when you avoid them. When you can duck the bills like that, you don't have to pay them. Marshawn to the end zone. So we got that going for us. Yeah, it's party time here. Very solid, great game last week. Yeah, weather's getting nice here. It felt like summer never ended. It felt like summer kept going through September, and even the first week of October we had some triple digits. Now it's finally starting to cool down. I'm hoping to get in some rounds of golf next couple of weeks. It's a great cook, depending on if it's your thing. Christian football guy for Colt McCoy. Yeah, I don't think I realized anything with Colt as far as religious affiliation or anything like that. I feel like I don't know much about him at all, honestly. It's going good. How's it going there, Mr. 278? How's your day been? And Diggs will jump to the side. Let's see, it's getting nice. You have your first man crush in 40 years. Your wife says if CJ was a girl, you'd leave her for him. Are you talking about CJ Stroud a little bit too much around the house? Yeah, he looks like he's the real deal. And Bauer's too fast for my defense. See, big week of golf coming up. Paul's big party next weekend. Oh yeah, when's the wedding date? It's gotta be getting close, right? He's gonna take his dump off to the flat. Good idea. Got our ankles taken there for Cooper DeShawn. Never had a quarterback was that guy. A lot of golfing. December 20th. So it's getting close. Feels like it wasn't that long ago, Chaos. I remember Beanie and Paul, I think it was Beanie though, that got in trouble for his performance playing cricket, and their dad was yelling at him in the upstairs room, and you guys were in chat. And now, look at the twins. One of them's getting married and stuff, and they got their careers, and they're all done with school and all that type of deal. Time just kind of goes by quick. Told her you heard that Tom Brady-ish for 12 years. She's about to hear about CJ till death. All right, we got 2:29 to try to go win it. Yeah, I remember that deal. It may have been their little brother. It may have been Dean that was like telling us in chat, but I feel like it was Paul. That yeah, he was getting read the riot act by their dad. See, like Texas and Ohio, then Georgia, liked them all. For Josh, but you think Georgia's got the best chance this year? McNair, Aikman, Romo, Prescott, all good quarterbacks. None of them were the guy. Who do you like more as a TV announcer these days, Mula? Do you like Romo more or Aikman? I like Aikman personally. Josh is looking for it to come back to Georgia. So perfectly Bulldog. Brady, I haven't heard a game with Brady yet. I need to listen to him on one of those prime Fox games. Seattle hasn't been featured on a Brady game. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Nick stuff on Brady. Some people like him, and of course some are saying that he's got some room to go. He's doing all the Cowboy games. Yeah, I don't care for Romo. I feel like Romo, that first season, everybody kind of went nuts for him, and then he kind of fell off. I wasn't even a fan his first year for Romo. As far as doing television announcing. Opponent users the wrong way. We're trying to get field goal range or better, and get out here with a win. Which team am I? I got the football blast. How's your day going? Brady's first game was the Browns game. Brady is crap. Let's see. Go figure. GOAT quarterback calling America's team. Peyton and Eli are hilarious. I've never watched Manning cast yet. Maybe one of these days. I didn't care for those guys a whole lot personality-wise in their playing days. I always got the fake nice guy feeling off of the Marines. Why does the hit stick feel so hard to get this year? Hey, that's what she said. So let's see. You like Romo more than Aikman for Mula. Romo sounds badly hungover every time he announces. Could be true. And like that might literally be the case with him. Cal saying Brady's gotten better though since week 1. The Manning are a time. Drop dead funny, gotta watch him. I guess I should give him a shot. Peyton Manning rubbed me the wrong way when he went and kissed Papa John before he kissed his wife after his last Super Bowl victory. Also, he blamed his wife for his HGH shipment. So yeah, not a big Manning brother guy. So Josh, he likes the Manning cast, but he doesn't care for Eli. They have special guests every quarter, famous actors and such. So funny, says dopamine. But yeah, please STFU. I really don't know why the hit stick feels different. I think they try to put more skill element into the hit stick this year. And if your timing is off, you're not going to get a good hit delivered, is how that goes. Opponent takes time. Manning cast format, not for chaos with sport. Yeah, I know people have raved about it. I haven't had the desire to tune in, but maybe I should give it a quarter, just so that way I have something to talk to you guys about. With like first-hand experience, having watched it. don't know if I should have scored that, honestly. Probably should have just knelt down. I was afraid of getting a lag kick or something and having an echo win. I've been working on hitting the little double tap and giving myself up, but I'm always afraid of like throwing a lateral when I go into two. See, Josh says, I like hearing people who know about the sport in a technical sense break down, quote, that was a bad idea. Timer behind me says we got 11 minutes, and I think we have like 14 followers across the different socials, so we'll have some extra time. At least get in one more game. Amari to Buffalo. Thoughts for Danny? I think it's a good deal for both teams, right? I mean, Cleveland gets some draft capital. Buffalo's got to do something to try to get over the hump that is Kansas City. So, yeah, why not go for it? And then they tell us why. You should not have done that cross there with the slant.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw.
So he gets one completion. He's got one timeout left. T. West, thanks for jumping in as a follower on the Purple Chat. Do I watch competitive Madden? Occasionally I'll watch the MCS Championship game. I'm really lucky I got included into what's called the EA Creator Network. So they have some opportunities for us to do like watch-along streams. I tend to pay attention to them. Yeah, I think we all enjoyed the Wild Robot. Yeah, my son, myself, wife said she didn't get to get fully immersed in it because the younger kids that we took, our daughters, were both younger than my son. They weren't acting up, but I mean they were acting age appropriate. So she didn't follow along with the story quite as closely as I did. But I thought Wild Robot was a really good movie. Who do I think is the best player right now? Oh, in competitive Madden, isn't it still Henry? I mean, I think Henry's won it, back-to-back years? Alright, we'll give up the completion or whatever. We just don't want to let him get into the end zone. Shockwave Gaming, thanks for following us, Shockwave. I hope you're having a great night as well. Let's see, Buffalo Matter franchise changing move. That may say Josh Allen, and he may be able to win one with Cooper. Sorry, I almost missed that message. Objectively, the Browns won that trade. Cooper's a great player, leading the league and dropped the season with 10, also has an expiring contract. Cooper can only go 3 weeks, only 3 catches. He's going to play the same way and may not be in his feeling, says Mula. Do I have a theme team? Yes, I'm running Seattle theme. I think we're like 33 Seahawks currently, Peyton. Everybody that follows adds time to stream, so please follow. All the Peytons and everybody of the world. So let me get our buddies that resubscribed over on the purple side up on the wall here. Brown's got a third for him, same as Devontae is crazy. Cooper's a good locker room guy. All right, so we're 4-1. If we win this one, we'd be set for the playoffs on seasons. So we'll see if we make it in. Chaos and Mula, thank you fellas, respectively, for the resubscriptions. Man, I'm ready for basketball season. I feel like the Seahawks are trending the wrong way, so we're like, bring on the NBA. But he quit this year. That's what happened with the Cowboys. That's what happened with the Raiders. Never heard a team complain about him. Only rave about his work ethic. He gets hurt a lot. Bills by $1 billion, says Danny. Super Bowl attendees. All right, we're searching for an opponent. We got one. All right, win, and we go to the playoffs. My hourglass says we got 8 minutes left on the stream. Everybody that follows adds a minute. So if we get 100 followers in that first 90 minutes, we do an extra 100 minutes. So we got a handful of followers. So we'll add some time to that timer once it hits 0. Sometimes they have an actual overlay timer, but today we went back to the old digital timer. Didn't miss a game, says Josh. Yeah, he has bounced around a lot for a guy that can play really well. Referring to Amari Cooper. All right, Seahawks and Patriots rematch of Week 2 this season. Too bad these teams never played in the Super Bowl. All right, here we go on the punt. Well, the kickoff. We got the punter kicking it away from Dixon. I still don't like the landing zone and all the new rules on the kickoffs, but probably not going to change for me complaining about it. But yeah, Danny, thanks for asking. How's everything going with you and your family, bud? Do you have any fun weekend plans coming up? Does Shakir or Cooper draw the opposing team's #1 CB? I don't know. He's never had a season that he's played less than 14 games. So this opponent also sporting Penix Jr. Got QB. Hey, what's up, JJ? How are you doing? We got 3 chats going, and then people are able to watch on X and, well, X Twitter, whatever you want to refer to it as. See, Cowboys only traded Cooper, so CD can take that next step. He could stay in Cooper's shadow and become the wide receiver he became. So the Cowboys moved off of him like the Vikings did with Thielen. You know, you messed up his name. No, it's all good. Yeah, it's good. What you been doing? I'm trying to make all the pre-snap adjustments. It's not where I intended to use her. And we'll see how this goes. I just want to break that up. Don't even want to pick that off. It's too much field position to give up. Nothing crazy this weekend. We got football, college plays, and disappointments. Maybe the last of grilling season. Man, I haven't done any barbecuing in years. I kind of miss doing it. Well, that play went over terribly. Not sure if that's against Cooper or not. Browns loved Coop, but he quit on them. Cowboys loved him. He quit on them after 2 years. Raiders loved him. He quit on them after 2 years. As soon as CD knew he was bona fide #1 for the boys, he became what he is now, 3rd best wide receiver in the NFL. We got Ward open up the scene. Nothing better than a Saturday evening charcoal grilled ribeye. It's the little things. Yeah, it's fun to get out there and like get the chars going, right? The briquettes, I think is the right name. And just getting it, nice and hot and cooking it up and bringing it into everybody that's over to eat and enjoying your hard work. I don't know the name of the little thing. It almost looks like one of these cups that you put your charcoal in, and it has like the little holes in it to let the flame build up, and you stuff, has like a little bit of a grate right here, and you stuff like newspaper there. You just light it with one of those long like cigarette lighters, and then that's how I usually light my coals instead of using the lighter fluid. Really like that little tool. The chimney, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the little charcoal chimney, that's the one I like using. Let's see, why did they sell him for a 6th round pick? He didn't quit on the Raiders. They traded him so they wouldn't have to pay him, says Mula. I really don't know the history of Amari Cooper that well, so you guys know it better than I do. I feel like he's just, to me, I feel like he's one of those guys that he flashes for a couple games, and then it gets quieter for him for whatever reason. And I don't know if it's, history of injuries or the quarterbacks, or if he hasn't been happy or what really goes on with him. I've never drank in my life, actually, Danny. So none of it. But I don't begrudge anybody that does. It just isn't for me. Oh, nice throw. He threw it into some traffic there to Bennett. Browns got him for a 6th rounder. Always say it wrong, but like teetotaler or whatever they call it. That's me. You want to buy that Davis so bad. Gonna wait, like you said, to do. I mean, when cards come out, they're always super overpriced, right? Hot Hood, and then they tend to go down unless they're the LTDs or whatever. I don't know how that Davis is. I don't think it's a limited, so it should drop eventually, right? Throws it into traffic, we don't get the pick. No, I've never drank any. No, in all seriousness, I've never drank. I don't drink. I don't use any drugs. I never have. You know, not that one begets the other, but sometimes people that like to partake in one, you know, might enjoy something else. But yeah, whatever adults want to do in their free time, I think is their call, and you know, more power to them. But for me, it's just not something that was ever appealing to me. Yeah, I'm good. High on life, right? We need to be in an altered state. So see, so Mula says, you know for a fact the Raiders didn't want to pay him, so the boys gave up the first round pick for him, lucked out, got CD, and where you guys weren't going to pay Amari Cooper, so they moved on. 300-yard game for the Browns, wondering when did he quit this year? Boy, that was nearly a pick. No, not really. I mean, it's just, it's not for me. You know, some things are kind of like opening up Pandora's box. You may have a addictive personality, and I know I do with the games and fantasy and different things like that. So I wouldn't want to open up something that maybe I'm predisposed to and derail my life with addiction. So best for me never to get started on it. Hey, what's up, Briss? How's your day going? Had 5 drops in one game. Because last year, Coop balled out for the Browns. He was great last year, the year before. He's been awful this year. 5 drops don't mean you quit. It means you had a bad game. Maybe he doesn't like playing with Watson. I don't know. Or maybe they're not on the same page. About to call tonight for Briss. What are you doing tomorrow, Briss? You have any fun weekend plans coming up? Leads the NFL in drops. Yeah, that's definitely not a good stat. Because if you're leading in drops, I know that one's put on the receiver for a ball that should have been caught. And of course, if you're getting a lot of balls thrown to you, it makes sense you would have more drops, but it doesn't seem like you should be that shaky-handed. Briss, you're doing the opposite of what I've been talking about here, but hey, more power to you, Briss. All right, we got Hines Ward hitting the seam, and Hines hop skipping into the end zone. Yeah, it's something that I actually can't really talk about, Danny, because we're on TikTok Live, and their auto moderation tends to go haywire if I say any incorrect terms. But I'm sponsored by Underdog Fantasy, so please be sure to sign up for Underdog and use my creator code DYF when you join. You'll get all the specials. So, yeah, it's affirmative to that, but you know, there's proper bankroll management that goes into that type of deal, which I've learned through years of playing card games and stuff. So see, Hot Hood Star, you want your Giants to get a quarterback next year. You're hoping for Cam Ward. You're a quarterback away from being a playoff team with a top 10 defense, top 5 defensive line, and first in the NFL in sacks, 26 of them. Get a good quarterback next year, you think you're a playoff team. How long does Ward take to develop at the NFL level, though? Maybe Watson sucks now, and people need to realize that the dude played with a good guy off the couch in Flacco, Super Bowl winning quarterback. Then you got the massage guy, had to troll Cooper's playing bad. Quinn or Arch? Yeah, I think I'd rather have. I think I'd probably rather wait and get Arch Manning, but I don't think Arch is coming out right away. What do I know? I don't watch a lot of college. Yeah, I used to be really into it, Danny. Anybody on TikTok, hey guys, please be sure to follow, share, and like. Browns are playing bad. Do you think it's a Watson problem for Mula? Yeah, I think Watson's definitely been a huge concern. I wonder if they might give Jameis Winston the reins here. Arch can't come out. You think Ward would fit the ball system better? You think the ball makes it through the year? Because I thought he was getting towards the hot seat. Timer says 0-0 on it. All right, we're going to add our time from our new followers. TikTok, we got 12. Purple chat, I think we got 4. So we're going to add 16 minutes to the stream. Everybody please follow, share, and like. We'll figure out what we're doing after these 16 minutes are gone. Oh, I went to the wrong thing. All right. Not bad. We're always hoping to get, triple-digit followers on a TikTok stream. But sometimes you got to get on the right hours here. ISO Griff, yeah, I don't know. That isn't really funny, but I know you're trying to be funny, but yeah, let's be better, ISO. So Arch has to play one more year. Let's see, you think you deserve 10 minutes. Got to add yours there from the other day. DeBall getting his quarterback next year. Jones is John Mara, quarterback. DeBall just doesn't trust Jones at all. Well, what do you do with Jones? Isn't he a huge cap hit to you guys? A ball can be at your knees deemed catchable. I guess Wes Welker dropped that when Brady threw it behind him because it did count as a drop. Quinn will enter this year. Arch will be next year. Who's going to be the better college quarterback? Better NFL quarterback? Quinn Ewers or Arch Manning? Hey, what's up, Joey? How's your day been? Archie is 2 years away. Sacrifice Jones and move on, says Danny. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Joey. What you been doing? What's new with Joey these days? Bama, thanks for the likes and the pinned message there. I don't know, chat was kind of popping and then it just dropped. For the TikTok side, it's popping on the other chats. This is his last year that it would be a huge cap hit. No way, Joey, you're messing with me. That's outrageously high, isn't it? Isn't 200 supposed to be like the max? Or are you adding together your good and your bad cholesterol? I'm worried about you. Yeah, you gotta get on whatever the doctor says, bud. I've taken the generic Lipitor for years because it runs badly in my family. We'll see. He can leave after next year. Drops only attributed to an on-place pass that should be catchable. What's up, Joe? How's Joe going? Got you on the meds. Well, take your medicine consistently, Joey. And I'm sure they recommended, maybe some dietary changes, activity changes. You got to get on it. You got to keep yourself healthy. Maybe that'll affect your sleep pattern too, getting the cholesterol dialed in. DeBall saw too much Josh Allen and Jones, and it wasn't there, says Danny. Well, we got a free play, so let's go for the home run shot here to beast mode. Oh, that would have been sick if he would have pulled in with a one-hand grab. But, yeah, Ray Lewis was offside. Encroachment is what it is. He was encroaching into our territory. So, Bama, do you have any fun plans this weekend? Bama's running the TikTok chat for us. He's got smash there. He'll take time on his side. But sometimes, trades can be a win-win deal. I mean, if the Bills can get past the Chiefs, certainly worth it to give up a pick to get Amari Cooper, particularly if he factors in. And I mean, if you're the Browns, why not get some capital for him? I said, do you have any fun plans this weekend coming up, Bama? What's the who's favored in that game, Danny? You're saying it's an upset. I would have thought those teams would have been within a couple points of each other. Great deal for both teams. You need to make it through this patch in your life. Yeah, I'm surprised at the number that you told me, because I've had mine be high, but it'd be like 2 or 3 points high. I don't think I've seen one be that high, but I mean, I'm definitely not, not a medical professional, and I shouldn't play one on online either. I think Amari will thrive there. Bills got to get past Texans too. New kid on the block. Texans have to prove that they can go deep into the playoffs, though, right? I know you're a Texas guy, but If you want to crown them, then crown them. But they are who we thought they were. To give you the old Dennis Green line. Tennessee. Don't know the deal. It was 146 for UGA. They lost Nico for the year. Oh, I didn't realize that for Houston. Favorite team last year in the playoffs. Who was that? I thought you guys you got one win. Did you beat Cleveland? I'm trying to remember who it was. Okay. Yeah, I thought the favorite team last year was still Kansas City. Even if Kansas City kind of struggled at times in the regular season. I feel like it's Kansas City till somebody takes Kansas City down. They're probably the favorite in that game, though, right? They were playing pretty hot going into the playoffs. I know Flacco was getting them humming. Trying to grind out the games and such for Bama. Yeah, Ravens were supposed to be pretty good. Ravens got stymied in the AFC Championship game. Danny says Ravens are sneaky contenders. Does anybody feel like the Lions are not the favorite in the NFC currently? I know the Vikings have the better record, but who do you guys like to go through the NFC? I know the Niners, if they get healthy, should contend again. But part of me is just a hater who doesn't want to see them do well. Playing zero build duos with Squamish on 4, got some dubs. That is a GG. Adding Henry to the offense was lethal, says Danny. Okay, Danny, my friend Josh in the purple chat wants to know, how are the Ravens sneaky contenders? Alex, thanks for following. What's your emoji there, Alex? Is that a flexed arm? Maybe I shouldn't ask. Maybe it's a different flex body part that I don't want to know about. I don't know that would be an emoji, but I guess anything could be an emoji these days. 4th down, they got the conversion on me. Lions' best player out for the season. That's true. He's going for it all, and he'll get one more play. You're going to crown CJ. He did something Brady and Montana did. Both were considered GOAT quarterbacks at that time in the league. Sneaky, maybe not the word. And then he says underrated with the question mark. Yeah, I was ready to write them off when they lost their first 2 games, to be honest. I don't think I really care for the Ravens much. All right, we're up by 9 currently. Timer behind me says we got 8 minutes left on stream. That probably gets us through this game. If we get more follows going, then we'll stream more. You guys can follow on any platform. You can follow on all 3. The only 3 quarterbacks to lead their team to a playoff win and lead the NFL in touchdown to interception ratio in their first year starting. That feels like a cherry pick stat. No wonder your wife's getting tired of hearing you talk about CJ Stroud. On Mondays with a crescent moon. Let's see. Houston and Stroud needs a year or 2. Says Dan. That was like the first thing Mula told me when he came in. First he said, where have I been? Which is a valid complaint. And then he said his wife's been on him for talking about CJ Stroud too much. But I mean, it is a pretty cool stat too, but probably not one I would have thought to go look up. Like, let's see, which rookie quarterbacks led their team to a win and led in the interception touchdown ratio? I don't know that I would have came up with that one. How is it that Aaron Rodgers called top 3 quarterback because he has the best touchdown to interception ratio of all time? I don't know, man. Rodgers is one of my least favorite guys in sports, but he's played some good football throughout his career. So since you brought up Aaron Rodgers, do you guys think Aaron Rodgers has anything left in the tank, or do you guys think Rodgers is shot? He got his buddy Devontae out that way. Back to the NFC conversation. Niners are the only team you think have a chance against any of the top AFC teams if they make it to the Super Bowl, says Danny. Looking to pound down the clock here. Scoring the ball, not turning it over is what the best quarterbacks do. Josh believes in Roger. You've been playing Horde Rush lately on there. It's definitely challenging, says Bama. My second stream. I did a stream in the afternoon, evening time, and now we're doing this one. I haven't slept yet. I'll see how far we go. Try to get everybody to follow or subscribe, respectively, whatever channel you may be on. Greg London putting them into first down territory. Good little sweep there, Greg. How sweep it is. See, Brady, Mahomes, Manning's, all the GOAT quarterbacks that have that stat. Josh Allen's is misleading. Russell Wilson had a really good touchdown interception ratio for a long time. I think it's still decent for Russ too. I know he threw a few there in Denver, but yeah, I know Russ was one of the leaders in efficiency like his first dozen years or so. Who knew Pete Carroll was the quarterback whisperer? So it's a lot of interceptions. It's the highest score ever. Do you agree or disagree? Stats tell the story. Danny, he's hoping that Aaron Rodgers continues to sneak and fleece the Jets. Got to push Josh aside. He's a unicorn on that stat. You guys have heard this story before from me when Allen comes up. I don't like that Josh Allen is getting himself hit so much. I feel like he's on a Cam Newton trajectory where he's going to be really good until he suddenly has the wheels fall off from him, from his body breaking down. We'll rush it in with Marshawn. They're recommending we go for 2 to try to make it a 17-point advantage in this game, so we will try that. Stats never tell is all the eye test is 40% of it. Got to pass the eye test as more. The eyes have it. Josh isn't good if he's not playing loose, says Danny. Surprised my opponent is staying in because we're up 3 possessions here. Dark Spectre agrees with me. I know Bama Girl could not stand Cam Newton, but I thought Cam Newton was fun to watch. Electric. I remember watching one of the games, you know, around his MVP season, and they're talking about how Riviera and the coaching staff had like almost like a pitcher has a pitch count. They had a hit count for Cam Newton, how often they would let him run out and take on a defender. But man, he just fell off so quickly, and I think that's what's going to happen to Allen too. People like to talk about RG3 too and the neglect what happened season 3, but Cam went to a Super Bowl. Yeah, Cam had a pretty cool career, right? I mean, it's a shame that it ended or wrapped up as quickly as it did. Kind of just declined on him there. But yeah, RG3, he was a victim of that terrible field they played on in DC. He got hurt against my Seahawks, if I remember correctly, in the wild card game when him and Russell Wilson were both rookies. And he was never really the same without his mobility and being, you know, kind of a two-way threat. With Cam Newton, I feel like he was trying to hammer his shoulder into people, and I see the same thing out of Allen. But yeah, Cam went to the Super Bowl, Cam won an MVP. I think with RG3, I don't think he's anywhere in that conversation. As far as like who had the better career, I think Cam Newton by far. Let's see, Jameis Winston stats. Hold on, read the finish reading this in a second. Jameis Winston stats are crushing a lot of quarterbacks, but he's not a top quarterback. You hate how people act like Andrew Luck was better than Cam Newton. Luck gets all the love, but Cam was a better quarterback in the same eras. Cam was a monster. You can't be a machine forever. One won an MVP and played in the Super Bowl, one didn't. I'm just reading the chats. These are the comments from the purple side, Danny, and anybody on TikTok chat. What about Jalen Daniels? Is the RG3 again? I hope he doesn't get injured. I don't know how good RG3 would have been if he didn't get injured. I don't remember RG3 taking on defenders the way that Cam Newton did. I think RG3 was just unlucky to have a terrible knee injury and not recover from it very well. Kristen, how are you? Welcome to chat. All right, our timer says 1 minute, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's the scoreboard coming. Our scoreboard is going to be put at 13. We're going to put the pressure on TikTok. We need to get to 35 followers for this game ends, so everybody please follow. You don't have to follow on TikTok, though. You could follow on Twitter. You could follow on purple or red chats. Just let me know if you followed on those, because they may not get a notification. We'll add a follower for everybody that follows. If we make it to 35, we'll play another game. If not, I'll get some rest at like 3 a.m. and then enjoy the day with the family. Really enjoying all the conversation. Hope you guys are having a great night wherever you might be watching, or morning. But yeah, we did 2 streams. I don't want to overly push it. Tomorrow will probably be a little bit longer. Let's see. We want that 85 or that 84 most feared player. Let's swing for the fences. See what we get. So I just want to be sure I'm not missing chat. You can say Mula says Cam is better than Luck. Debate anyone on that, says Mula TV. Luck was that dude. He just wasn't better than Cam. And of course we get an 84. Luck was incredibly talented. They ruined him like Tim Couch. So was Cam. I don't know that Luck had that much desire, man. I feel like Luck, you know, they made a lot about him being this cerebral guy. I never had a conversation with him, so I don't know how smart he was or wasn't. But he went to Stanford and all the good stuff, and they said he'd ride his bicycle into Colts practice, and he wouldn't wear a helmet, which doesn't make much sense to me, but they love to talk up that element of Luck. But I don't know. I think Luck just decided, like, hey, I got my money. I'm going to head out of here. I think he still had some good years left in the tank. He just didn't care to keep going. Where Newton, I think the physical tools got ran down from taking so many hits. Luck had one of the highest Wonderlic scores ever recorded. Luck got it pounded out of him by his offensive line, says Dark Specta. All right, first game of the playoffs. We'll see if we can get the win. Playoffs? We're playing a Bears-themed teamer. Dark Specta stream snipe me. And Danny says, like, Tua. Yeah, Tua's a different deal, I think. I wouldn't compare Tua to the other guys. I think Josh Allen and Cam Newton like to take on contact because they're two-way threats. I think Tua's been really unlucky with his head bouncing off the turf. And, you know, not a neurologist, but I'll pretend I am one on stream. And these guys that have concussions, I think once you start accumulating concussions, if I recall correctly, you get more prone to them. So I think Tua's in a little bit different situation. At least I wouldn't put him in the same boat with those guys, unless you're comparing him to Andrew Luck. But with Luck, I don't remember him having a ton of concussion issues. I remember him having some type of shoulder surgery that slowed him down a bit. See, Luck should have won and been a Hall of Famer, says Josh. Luck ruined himself. It wasn't the Colts hit sticking DBs. It was they threw an interception. Hold on, let me run the play so I don't get a delay game. Boy, his defense flied in. Let's see, so it derailed both him and Cam. Both threw for 240, 250. Oh, no, the size. 240, 250, 6'4". Could run over linebackers. Puts a toll on your body. Both Luck and Cam took hits that they shouldn't because they didn't slide. I don't remember Luck personally running people over much. It's not like I watched a ton of Colts games. Firefighters getting KO'd and getting the weak chin. Oh, fighters, excuse me. I read that as firefighters. I was like, when are firefighters getting knocked out? Okay, so defensively, this guy had my number there on that first series of downs. He's got his Bears-themed team humming here. Ran right past his ball carrier. Not great. Luck's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. I remember the deal about Andrew Luck when he was at Stanford. They said he was the highest-rated prospect since John Elway, who also went to Stanford. I don't know if that was really true as far as like collegiate quarterbacks getting ready to go into the pros. This guy's coming out in a full house backfield here. All right, so the scoreboard behind me is the follower count we got to hit if we're playing another game beyond this one. Please follow, share, and like wherever you might be. But does that make him better than Cam? I mean, Cam had a better career, I think, as far as getting to the MVP level and, taking a team to the Super Bowl. But I remember Luck being a fantasy monster and being pretty consistent as far as the fantasy stats he would accumulate. So I don't know if Luck had more productive years than Cam Newton. Cam's peak was higher though, for sure. Not sure if I'm with you on the Zach Wilson deal. Maybe he's more talented than I realize he is. Luck is the best obvious quarterback we've seen since like 2010. Talent, but can't play means you're trash as Stark Specta. See, cut, start, bench. Allen, Lamar, Stroud. I'd start Stroud. Just throw a bomb into chat. I'd bench Allen. I'd stay with Jackson because Jackson's so different in his pace of play. If you're in a Super Bowl or something, you got Stroud as a starter and Lamar as your backup. You could always go to Lamar and do some different things with your offense that you couldn't do necessarily with Allen. Unsubscribe, says Danny. I gotta do what I gotta do. I need to try to take this ball away is what I gotta do. Didn't do it there. Today's NFL needs RPO. Cam was a monster at that. Says my buddy John. And yes, he was. Right, so I'm trying to dial in on the game a little bit in case I'm slow reading chat. Not ignoring anybody. Just would like to keep our playoff hopes going here. A nice little out flat mouse there. Had a couple of them that he threw up that were maybe plays we could have made balls we could have made a play on, but that was not good. Think about this. Cam Newton took the Panthers to the Super Bowl. Panthers, look at them now. Some of those guys that were on the team that last year that Cam played. Panthers pretty dysfunctional franchise these days. Danny, don't put bad mojo on me. Andrew Luck went to a playoff team and couldn't get to the Super Bowl. Well, they weren't a playoff team the year that he went there, though. They were pretty bad. I thought my defense was in okay position to just knock it down.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take.
Yeah, I know. They won 12. Manning got hurt. Then they won 11. Cam played longer. Luck was still better regardless, as Dark Specta. Trust his eyes a lot. Luck went to a Tim Duncan situation. What does Stroud do well? Throws a mean football. Accurately.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
This guy likes to just do the give you the short field scenario. Let's see if I can get a better drive going here.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Levis.
That's away from Barrios. So they say when they're blitzing like that, either run at him or go 5 wide. Let's try 5 wide here. Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush. Yeah, I couldn't get that over the top to Hines Ward quick enough. Spurs didn't suck. Their best player got hurt just like the Colts, says Mula. Luck had nearly a Hall of Fame career without its accolades. People still say Cam doesn't deserve it, even though he almost won the Super Bowl. They were both incredible quarterbacks, says Josh. Cam went to a terrible team and turned around. Per Mula. And I tried to take that deep shot over the top. I keep thinking I could throw it past his user, but his blitzing scheme is working out here. Not the game I wanted to draw for our playoffs.
From the gun, here's Williams.
How does Cam not deserve it? That's wild to say, says Moore. People love to hate Cam Newton for some reason. You always liked him enough to watch, is Dark Spectre.
To throw, Williams.
Tried to slide underneath that, didn't work out. He is the greatest dual threat quarterback in the NFL. I don't know, maybe. I feel like Prime Randall and Prime Vic were really great dual threat quarterbacks, but in different eras when we didn't have so many design, RPO type things.
Throwing is Williams. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
See, people don't just like Cam. Nobody likes the Panthers this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Looking to throw is Williams. This one goes out wide.
We're getting hit sticks, but we need a fumble or something to pop my way.
Shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. To throw once more. Here's Williams. Flush to his right.
And Caleb pretty fast is able to get away from it would have been a big sack. Every time they did a design Cam run, you were like, man, I would not want to be the guy I have to tackle him. Football purists prefer smart pocket places. Same reason he says people get to hating on Lamar Jackson.
Here's Williams. It's complete to Diggs.
This guy's got a pretty good offense and defense going here. Gonna need a lot to pop my way from this game out. Oh, it's okay, Mo.
Before we get to halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught.
Trying to hold him up, just didn't work out.
From one tackle, but that's about all as he's taking
The refs like to keep a lot of flags for late hits in their pocket when it came to Cam. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, I think he dealt out a lot of punishment and probably didn't get as many flags as he deserved for roughing and what have you. He's able to float it in on that RPO again. Yeah, Danny, I'm going to give you some time off for the Hasselback stuff. Okay, put user in a timeout. 5 minutes for telling me Hasselback was the GOAT. Can't stand Hasselback. Holy Fightful, how are you, Holy? Good to see you in chat. Probably have the most typos of all time, but I understand. Yeah, of course. I don't know what to do to pull this game out. Don't know if I am going to pull this game out, but we got to try.
And they'll move it up to the 40.
Yeah, as a Seattle fan, Hasselback's a guy I cannot stand. Gotta find something to counter his blitzing.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they
Yeah, it's been okay. I mean, we made it. This is a playoff game, but this guy's had my number so far in this playoff match. Let's see. Austin Gray, thanks for jumping in. Of course, yeah, thanks for checking out the stream. Any fun weekend plans coming up, Holy? We're arguing the finer points of Cam Newton and Andrew Luck's careers.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Yeah, he's able just to get a jam on me and not able to float that in.
Too far out in front.
Congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
There's a play that finally worked.
Underneath, he's got Olsen.
Some positive yardage to Olsen. Cleaning around the house this weekend and relaxing there. We need a bunch of new followers, though, if we're going to make it to our 35 goal and play an additional game.
Here's another 1st and 10. Levis sets up the throw here. Over the middle.
So Marshawn will give us 9.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. It's Levis.
And that was almost good.
He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had
We changed up some of the defensive assignments there. These guys were standing around and not chasing after us.
So far, their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Excellent. Let's 4th and inches. Let's go for
Close
it.
to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch.
We'll take time there and try to punch this in.
He gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I couldn't get that thrown away fast enough. I was trying to throw that away. I thought the defense surging on. Weird they still haven't fixed the clock rundown thing the way that they should. Got that thrown away too late. Puttered on it, given the time of the place in the NFL. You take Cam Newton over Andrew Luck. Yeah, I think they both were really good NFL quarterbacks. I feel like Cam had a little bit more heart to him than Luck did between the two of them.
Now Levis.
And we'll have to settle for 3 and hope something goes for our side in the next half here. 4th and 20, I don't think we should go for it.
Passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3
Kaepernick was in that conversation too. I feel like it was Kaepernick, Cam Newton. I think those guys came out the year before. Wilson and Luck, RG3, and Tannehill. I think that was like the 2011, 2012 classes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears.
I feel like we had all these great young quarterbacks in the NFL there for a minute.
Advantage already. We'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if any of them make the Hall of Fame. Wilson, Luck, RG3, and Tannehill were all 2012 for sure. Newton might have been 2010, like you're saying. I thought I thought Kaepernick was the year before Russell.
Back to throw. Williams.
But I may be jumping around here. Yeah, injuries ruined them. Great careers that were in front of those guys.
The defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back.
Oh no! Getting the body odor going for Little Moolah.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside.
I'm guessing it's just normal peach fuzz or something, but was talking close to my son. Noticed he had a few little like baby whiskers on his lip, so they're growing up. I don't know if I can defend against this guy. This guy was just carving me up both ways for the most part in this deal. Got to try to throw something at him and be in a spot he's not expecting.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I'll try to get the hit stick and work on that one. He said, puts him on. He's like, I took a shower already. Yeah. No, I cannot stand Matt Hasselbeck. I thought you knew that from last time, Danny. It was just mostly a joke, bud. I did not mean to run commit. I was trying to get everything set up there. That would have been great to have gotten a fumble once more. Yeah, Hasselbeck, don't care for him much as a person or a player. Somehow I'm run committing. I'm trying to get the defense all aligned. So then I'm getting them misaligned here. Pre-snap adjustments. And here goes Williams, and he'll run in too easy. Yeah, exactly, Tippist, all that stuff. No, yeah. I thought you knew. I thought you knew from last time, so I was just giving you like a little joke timeout. Thanks for taking it like a champ, Danny. But yeah, I don't like Hasselbeck. I don't care for Matt. I don't care for Tim. I don't care for his sister-in-law. I don't care for the whole clan of Hasselbecks. Dirty 8-year-old.
Lined up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes, yeah, things could be
Good starting field
surprise or
position here for
something.
the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
You know, never hurts to get checked out medically, just to be sure. But
Underneath, he's got
I was
Olsen.
like, no, he just needed to get some
Across midfield.
deodorant going. Yeah, Taco Bell conversation the other day left me craving a frozen drink from there, so I went for happier hour yesterday. Got bean burrito, and I got 4 freezes for $1. One for me and one for the 3 kids. Each of the 3 kids. That DPI, you can get away with it this year if you can just jam them the right time. You did it there. Yeah, Alexander was on the cover right back in 06. I think that was the first Seahawks that ever got a cover. Pretty certain. That was our first cover. Now to get an Olsen touchdown, we need a lot to break away. So, yeah, Taco Bell hit really well. Hadn't even thought about it for a long time, but Tippis came in. He's like, yeah, I just went and got Taco Bell in chat, and then it just stayed in my mind. So, had to get myself a bean burrito.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to hit Taco Bell. Exactly. Alright, this may be a one-and-done playoff run. Trying to get my defense set correctly before this guy snaps. But he knows what he wants to run, and I'm not making enough adjustments quickly enough.
Their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
I mean, that was a little better to get a 1-yard sack.
Trying to get away, but couldn't. 2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Tried to jam him, but he finds Jim Shooter.
And he goes out of bounds just short.
Oh, 06 was McNabb. Yeah, probably had the good 06 season, then got the cover the following release. Is probably what it was.
Back to throw. Williams. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
See, working with the cat almost chewing off his tail, and we're negating that.
So we will switch ends.
I wonder if you could put like apple bitters or something on his tail and get him to stop chewing on it, Josh. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with cats. I think that's what you're supposed to do with like a horse, right? They put like different things, because horses will bite and chew on stuff a lot. So they'll put something bitter on there to get them to stop.
Here's the 2nd down and 6. To the air, Williams.
Yeah, this guy's just throwing the little catch it and fall down plays. You have a copy for your PlayStation 2. I may still have my copy as well.
At the 44-yard line.
Try to punch that out. It's been 3 years of vet visits. Try to figure it out. Last one was almost $1,000. Clifford had a bad habit of gnawing on his legs a lot when we first got him, and they had us change his kibble to whatever's like blue brand. I think we were just getting like Purina or whatever was over the shelf, and that helped his biting at himself. But you guys have probably been through all that type of deal if it's been 3 years.
To throw, it's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Danny says, add an egg to their food. 1 raw egg helps the skin of the coat.
As percentage completion-wise, way up, not that time.
He's got the RPO, and that's going to work against my blitzing defense there. Somehow we didn't have anybody jammed up that time. Start using our timeouts after this play. Don't know why he snapped it there before the 2-minute warning, but Probably thought he had me cut off. Got another dog. That's when he started sucking on his tail. Just escalated since Josh. You think it's like a anxiety thing, having the extra dog in the house? Josh is like 10K in trying to get this figured out.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time.
Might be
off the
stresses.
clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Thought I was going to get underneath that and get it. Just didn't work. To be fast enough with glove. So that's what Josh believes it is. He thinks this is his cat being stressed. Yeah, this guy's been good. I mean, he's been a tough opponent the whole way. We'll battle out because it's playoffs. I mean, his internet could disconnect or something, but probably jump off here. We'll see if we have any good packs or stuff, though, for our efforts on this season.
So this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Actually ran bunch offset fairly well against him last drive, but he's probably experimenting with different defenses now that he had a big lead too.
Levis to throw it. Underneath, he's got Olsen.
So Olsen up the sideline. He's got 6 catches at 102 yards, one of the few bright spots. I'm going to go to sleep and I won't improve, Danny, to be honest with you. The only thing that might improve is my team over time if I keep grinding. You give him stress medicine, and now he doesn't want to be around you guys because he is stressed. That's unfortunate. How old is your cat, if you don't mind me asking? We have a couple of senior cats here.
Here's Levis.
Chester was born in 2008, and then Chumbelina would have been 2013, so whatever the math is on that. 16 years, I think, for the older of the two. He's 12. Okay, so yeah, bit of an older cat too. CBD gummies for the cats, says Danny. Yeah, his defense just like presses, jams, does everything to kind of hold you there for that moment, and then the defense is collapsing on you. Hey, what's up, Matthew? Funny finding you in this stream. Haven't seen you for ages, bud. No, what you been up to, man? The Sauce Boss is here. Yeah, that one at least I thought I got the ball out, so I think we can concede. He's up 3 scores, so barring his internet going out over the next few seconds with the kneel downs, he's got it. So let's move forward and see if we got a midfield pack or any type of pack or any level up stuff to open. But yeah, that guy he was tough. Not much. Had a lot of school to do. How's school treating you? Are you getting good grades, Matthew? Okay, midfield, you know it's bad when it's green. Oh, what's this? Campus Hero. Hey, Trayvon Walker's not bad. Got ourselves an 86. Gotta go to bed for Josh. Josh, I'm going to join you. I know that sounds a little sus, but I'm going to wrap up stream and call it a day here. Josh, thanks for everything. Great chat. And, yeah, thanks for, all that you do to be an awesome guy in chat, in the community, and, yeah, just for being you. Let's see where to raid this morning. There's a stream on that I really like, and it's a music stream. It's the Coffee Elf. I'm going to take you guys out to Russia for this raid. I think she speaks English, but I just happened to see her on the front page one day, and man, she does a great job playing piano. So taking you guys to a piano stream, give it a listen. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, but I'll be back tomorrow. We'll try to get in a big session. We'll be quadcasting Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. It's Daniel Freak on all of them. Hope you guys will follow everywhere, and have a great weekend. We'll chat with you guys and talk college football tomorrow night, because we'll have a lot of results to talk about. Here we go to the Coffee Elf right now. As soon as it lets me raid. I clicked on the wrong button, so now it's making me wait a few more seconds. But we're about to raid out. So here we go. Now. Danny, be well. Matthew, be well. See you guys.